And there's a build order. We've been talking a lot about Hitman's side of things, so we know it a lot better now. Even though this is a different build order. This is, he's going to take the item at bare minimum, if not the whole camp. We're talking a lot about the Orc side of things, but the Night Elf side of things, there's a build order that I've talked to Hitman about that Moon has been doing, which seems to be quite good against Orc currently. And it's very rudimentary. You go Keeper, you go Entangle first, you entangle the Scout Peon to deny the Orc information. You then, on level 1 after your first creep camp, run across the entire map after killing the Scout Peon, which forces the Orc player to chase the Keeper, because if you don't chase the Keeper, he goes into your base, he sits right here, he entangles peons during your tech, and he kills as much as he has mana for. So the Orc player has to react by chasing the Keeper. Where? Hold that thought. Peon? Not quite. By chasing the Keeper to his side of the map. What can you do when the Blade is on the Orc's side of the map? Well, you can build a Tree of Life on your side of the map as the Night Elf. So what Moon's been doing, entangle first, run across the map, Tree of Life at 22 supply. That's 1 Archer and 10 Wisps. And then just going Archers. He just goes Archers, he just rallies them to where his Tree of Life is. Buys a Staff of Teleportation on the Keeper, I'm pretty sure, to get back in case the Blade does find his way to the tree to try to cancel it. And then he just plays immediately pure Archers with a super early expansion. That's been a strong build that Dise is not doing right now. He's doing the standard Hunter's Hall, 2 Moonwells, tech, and then the expansion. Hitman playing a little unorthodox. He's playing a little bit more Focus-esque with collecting some items. And I think Dise maybe has a wrong read. He was ready for Hitman to be very, very aggressive, as he always is. But instead, Hitman is just creeping. He's just gathering items, gets Circlet, and he hits the perfect timing, potentially. Oh, it's going to be really close. The Treants just hit the last attack. And the Keeper gets another ring.
Player's forces are under attack.
The AP that has won Dise so many games. Hitman, is he going to scout for it? This is an unorthodox location. He might not scout this far. Grunt. Doesn't find it. Yeah, there's a lot of locations. You got to scout all this, this. The shop at least clears this, but you have to scout this whole side as well. And it's not as though you're paying full attention to the Grunt. You're paying full attention to the Blade. This AP is going up. And this is how Dise has won many a games versus Hitman. He gets the AP up, he walks it over here. Once the AP is safe and secure, he follows it up with bringing 3 more Wisps and getting a Glaive Thrower. Keeper out of entangles, though. And the Grunts come in because they know the Keeper can no longer entangle them, but yeah, I was going to say one of them's going to get ensnared. Honestly, though, might not be enough damage, but there'll be an entangle in 5 mana. Hitman might, yeah, burn the Speed Scroll right now. And he's got Windwalks. Could he, if he forces a TP, the AP, he's going to accidentally find the AP? No, Nighttime Vision. Doesn't find it. Still a really great start to this defense for Hitman, because Dise needs to go all the way back home to get the AP, and by the time he comes back, Hitman might have the first Shaman out. What's up, Alex? Oh, does he see? I don't think he's seen the AP yet. Nighttime Vision. Okay, now he knows. Can he stop it from rooting? No, it does root. And the Keeper, Staff of Teleportation to get back ASAP. So Hitman has to wait for the Shadow and the first Shaman before he can defend this AP. Tree of Life, by the way, coming up. So this won't be an all-in. This is the standard way to use the AP. This is how Moon used the AP when he first, I believe, first invented it. Oh, is this a Bestiary cancel? I think so. And there ain't nothing you can do about it, Hitboy. Yeah. Hey, Grunts and Shamans is what people played back in 2020. 4-point surround, optimal play? No. Hex first. Trying to defend with the Hex first. Speed Scroll. Keeper with 1 more entangle. To be honest, Dise should land that 4-point surround there. like I was saying earlier, it's 2023. If you're not landing your immediate entangle 4-point surrounds, like, he just wins the game if he lands that. So why would he not land that 100% of the time? You got him. It's optimal. I'm gonna start calling people out on that. Land those immediate you just do it. Just do it, Forehead. But I'm serious. And like Hitman, if he gets a hex on a hero and has the opportunity, he should immediately 4-point surround that as well. It's optimal. Do it. But there's a wisp here now. This is all because the AP got up. This is it. But there's no entangle. Maybe Hitman can defend, but the Tree of Life up at the same time. Alchemist. The detonate misses? Are you kidding me? How do you let that happen? Shaman, though. Dead. Miss rally. Mistakes from both players. The bigger of which on the side of Dise. Entangle. 2 mana away. Then it could be a dead grunt, probably. Yeah, he's going to find a dead grunt. The AP dude is still being annoying. How many peons have died? Okay, Hitman has been microing his peons. Can he finally deal with this AP? Dude, this AP is so good. The Altar Dead Bestiary canceled. Mining stopped for so long. Uh-oh. That's a spicy meatball. And Flame, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 18 months. How you doing? How you doing? Didn't see you sign up today. I thought you'd be playing. I saw you in the chat at the start of the stream. I was like, oh, Flame's gonna play. Shaman is here. TP. Forced, potentially. There's a Hex. TP now or TP never. Okay, there we go. Dude, this AP is insane. Hitman can't even defend it yet because he's got to heal up first. Oh, man, it's so good. You just got... I mean, you just got to scout... You just got to scout like 6 locations. You just have to. And that is me being an orc player and whining right now, by the way. But you honestly, you just have to scout 6 locations and find it. Or because if this AP gets up, I think this game is over. I think Hitman's... I mean, he defended as well as he could. But, I mean, the expansion's up. Let's see. I mean, Hitman lost... What? He lost 1 Grunt and 1 Shaman. Altar, Bestiary, and 1 Peon, as it turns out. Alchemist. Trying to find level 3. I like the Keeper here to defend the gold mine. If not, Hitman just cancels it over and over. But Hitman going to try to force that entangle. Honestly, even if Dise wastes that entangle, the gold mine's still canceled. Hitman, not doing bad here. Oh. Here I say the game is just over when the AP gets up, but Hitman just walks across the map and is kind of going to win the game right here. Buckrums, thank you for gifting a sub to Credit. Credit who got ads. Hitman's just winning the game. Okay, the AP sucks. The AP is terrible. I said it. I take it back. The AP is a terrible strategy. Don't build the AP. You will lose the game if you build the AP, Night Elf players. And Gruck, thank you for the first time Prime. How you doing? Appreciate you. The AP is not good. We hate Ancient Protectors around here. But still, Dise has not lost yet. He can hold on. If he can hold on, the expansion's up. Common could save the Raider. Does save the Raider. Moonwell's pretty much dry. Wisps. I thought they were pulling to detonate, but they're pulling to try to mine. Staff purchased. Alchemist saved, but the Keeper potion needed, but the Hex is there. And Hitman does it. Yeah, Alchemist is dead now too, trying to heal spray himself. And 1-0 for Hitman. Jesus. What were the mistakes for Dise? You want me to tell you guys? There were two. There were two. Can you guys point out what the two mistakes were for Dise? Two crucial mistakes. Two crucial mistakes. Two crucial mistakes. Two crucial mistakes, everybody. Not saying Hitman didn't make mistakes. But for Dise, the crucial mistakes. It's crazy to say it, but I'll repeat myself. It's 2023. When you have an entangle and a Shadowhunter is out of position, you entangle that Shadowhunter and you surround it with 4 units and you kill that Shadowhunter and you win the game. That is 2023. You don't miss surrounds like that. You don't. When you're a 2400 MMR player, when you're rank 12 in the world, what is Dise ranked? I mean, Hitman, I believe Dise and Hitman are right next to each other in the world rankings. And the same standard goes for Hitman too. If you have a Hex, if you have a single ensnare, and you have 4 units, you Hex, you ensnare, you entangle. Okay, yeah, Dise is 15th in the world, Hitman's 13th in the world. When you have 1 entangle, you have 75 mana, you have 4 units, the Shadowhunter's out of position, you have an AP in his base, canceling his bestiary, killing his altar, killing all of his peons. The Shadowhunter with the Hex is the only thing allowing Hitman to hold. You have 75 mana, you entangle that Shadowhunter, and you 4 points surround it. Or you GG and you leave the game, and it's your bad. There's the first mistake. Now, that's a high standard, but we need high standards at this level. No? If you want to beat Happy, you want to be happy in the grand finals probably in this tournament. That's the standard you need to set for yourself. The second much sloppier mistake was the detonate missing on the Hex. I'm not sure if the Wisp was really low HP, because I noticed the Shadowhunter was poking at it a little bit, so maybe that was it. I would have to rewatch, I'm not 100% sure. But if the Wisp was healthy enough, and he just missed the detonate, that was another big mistake. The Wisp pull was great. That's a great call. Not a lot of players do that, but you land that, You land that 4 points. I'm going to start holding people to this standard. Okay? I'm going to start holding people to this standard. At this level. Unless their ping is horrible. Which Dice's ping isn't great. It's not 5 ping. I get it. It's not 5 ping. It's not 5 ping. It's 90. I get it. But you land... I don't care. I don't care. You think Happy's missing that surround? No way. You think Moon in the grand finals of WCG 2024 is missing that surround? If he does, he shouldn't be in the grand finals. Alright? Land your 4-point surrounds or just leave the game. Same standard to everyone. You have 1 bolt on your Mountain King, 3 footmen and an MK. Full distance Stormbolt. Yeah, you bet you're locking in that surround. What's the undead equivalent? Impale? Obviously, sleep surround's a sleep surround. But one here doesn't give a lot of XP. He'd be back in 30 seconds. That 30 seconds is a long time. He can kill the shop in that time. He can summon treants and continue to pressure the peons. Not to mention the experience. If the keeper gets 3, it's a very different game. I do like, though, to talk less about mechanics and more about strategy here, I do like the AP from Dise. That's what he's had a lot of success with in the past against Hitman. But what he hasn't had success with is expanding behind it. He's been successful when he's all in behind that AP. Imagine if he brings 5 Wisps, builds a Glaive Thrower, and builds 3 more APs in Hitman's base. Builds 3 more APs. That's what's won Dise the game. He always gets the AP up. It always does a lot of damage. Hitman very rarely scouts it, which, to talk about optimal play, Hitman should scout this AP. He should find a way to scout this AP. He always lets it get up. Yeah, he loses when it's an all-in. Okay, last refuge, map number 2. Let's see. Can Dise tie up the series? Certainly looked like he was going to in map number 1. I was surprised Hitman just walked across the map and killed him. Sometimes that be happening. Here we go, game 2. Hitman, bottom, left, Dise, upper, right. Will it be the Demon Hunter? Dude, yeah, Get Rich Brothers. What a banger reference. If you guys go back and watch Twisted Meadows, Grubby vs. Moon, WCG 2008, that was, how many, 15 years ago. Perfect example. Grubby's first raider gets out at the tavern on Twisted Meadows against Moon. What does he do with that first raider? First ensnare, boom. 4-point surround on a hero, kills it. Second ensnare, once it's off cooldown from that same raider, 4-point surround forces the TP. I think it was both heroes. Go watch it. Game 2, Grubby vs. Moon WC. Maybe it's game 3. Grubby vs. Moon WCG 2008. Maybe that was 2007. No, I think it was 2008. You guys, the Twisted Meadows game with the Bears, where Grubby won. It's a perfect example. It's 15 years ago. That's a perfect example. When you have the opportunity, you land those 4-point surrounds. Ensnare may be a little bit easier than Entangle, but they both give you the same opportunity. So no shop for Hitman with the nice burrow micro to get the super fast tech. You can't really micro your gold peons on this map, but you can micro your lumber workers, which is what Hitman does. Same build order for Dise. And this Wisp, keep an eye. I might not be perfectly keeping an eye on it, but you guys can. This is the Wisp that will do it to him. Hitman, double circlet, the Lin opener from 3 years ago. Circlet, circlet, skip shop, go across the map, cancel second well. This is what Lin did a very long time ago. But Dise hasn't skilled. Note, he could have, if he has Entangle, this Grunt is dead. And he will go Entangle. There it is. This Grunt should die. The question is, can Hitman deny it to stop the level 2 for the Keeper? I believe it would be level 2. And how much damage will Dise take for it? Hitman, the deny. Does get it. 3 entangles. And the Archer for a Grunt. Blade Master chasing the Keeper. I would put Hitman ahead. He lost a Grunt. They say never lose a Grunt in the early game, but I would put Hitman ahead. This is it. This is it right here. With the Grunt. Finds it. I think he was trying to get to the lab to build the AP. Note, Peon scouting as well. An easier map Last Refuge is to scout for the AP. There's only a couple of locations. There are certain maps like Shallow Grave, Autumn Leaves, like we saw last game, where it's very difficult to find the AP, but there's some maps, to be fair, where it's very easy to scout the AP. Dust of Appearance purchased.
A player's forces are under attack.
And rings all around. Keeper. What can he do here? Not much, I'm afraid. AP is coming up now. A little bit late. But could still be effective. I'm not sure if Hitman saw the Huntress. He did. Blade chasing the Keeper back. Keeper might buy Staff of Teleportation, do a similar movement pattern to what he did last game. Go to the Moonwells, Staff back to the AP when it gets up, pick up the Alchemist and go. Another reason this AP now is good on this map, you can pull the creeps onto it, obviously. So if it roots somewhere like here, you can actually wake up the creeps and be very annoying. Hitman clears for the expansion. Dise buys the Staff, goes to the Moonwells. As expected, the Huntress here will pick up the Alchemist. Or maybe this Wisp will, more optimally. Same position as last game. Yeah, I guess yes. So Razor Moon, yeah, entangle the blade so he doesn't get the deny. That's true. That is a good point. AP is gonna be in a worse position. I mean, it's gonna be in range of a burrow, which is actually not bad if you can eat a tree and attack a burrow. The AP will win that trade. Blade is just creeping. Absolute Giga Chad. Illusions. Alchemist is grabbed. And this time around, no Hex. It's Serpent Words. This grunt is just dead, no? AP's up in range of a burrow. First Shaman's out. Is it worth a purge on this guy? I don't think so. That acid bomb was redundant, but it hits another grunt at least. And this is going to hurt. This might hurt more than last game because this forces repair, and repair is not something you want to be doing at this stage of the game. No bestiary, by the way, this game. Speed scroll, wind walk, Huntress, dead. Just reinforced defenses. Okay, so an earlier War Mill for reinforced defenses and skipping the beast. Oh, whoopsies. We've seen Hitman accidentally research that before. Something up with the hotkeys. Maybe. If he lets this finish, that is such a huge mistake, actually. Just going for the AP. And he gets it. He finds the window. And that was much more easily dealt with than last game. Is there an expansion behind this, though? No, just tier 3 tech. Adept for Witch Doctors. Okay, cancels it. Whoopsies. Delani, thank you for the 72 months. Jesus, 6 years. Appreciate you. Thank you. Dude, and Hitman is just Giga Chad creeping right now. He pulls the lab. Dise scouts it. He says, whatever. I'm just going to pull the Merc Camp right in front of your Wisp. Creep jack me. I dare you to. Absolute Giga Chatting it right now. And gets the bone chimes. Speed scrolls away. Serpent Wards get the mud golem. Not sure who got that. Not too important. Hitman gonna go tier 3, I wonder. He's just creeping. And if Dise keeps running around, he's just gonna end up behind. So he decides to creep the less valuable camp, but still needs to get Alchemist levels. +1 armor, a very old school approach for Hitman. Is he just going to creep both shops and walk across the map again? He's just going to walk up slowly and down smash here, I think. Roll the beast as well. Hitman pays more attention to tomes than any player ever. Calling it now. Maybe Grubby pays more attention nowadays because his chat told him to for years. Illusion scouts to tier 3, and Hitman immediately goes tier 3 himself. I'm not sure if he did it on reaction or did that on intuition, because it was a little bit earlier, but tier 3 tech. And the question now becomes, Hitman's going tier 3. Does he want to push while he goes tier 3? Or does he wait? Because Dise is going to have Marksmanship, Priestess, and Orb now. Hitman's got to wait. And Dise might have an opportunity himself to push. Hey, Buttcrubs, thank you for gifting a sub to Hitman himself. I hope he's not watching right now to thank you for that, but I'm sure he will later. Pulls the red camp now, right after this. The efficiency of the creeping of Hitman this game has been pretty outrageous. He's getting... Like, he got the Merc camp, both shops, and the red in, like, the last 90 seconds. Which, you know, try and do it yourself. But Dise is catching up. He got expansion, lab. He's going to be pushing. This is a timing. This is definitely a Book of the Dead as well. But no potion of invulnerability. The Keeper could be the weakness in this push. I think it's leaving Doomhorn. The Keeper could be the weakness. Hitman also saves a skill point. Maybe Level 2 mirror image could be a play. Shop's dead. Shop's dead at bare minimum. I think Hitman might be thinking about hero focus. Let's see. Let's see how well Dise can defend said hero focus. A very strong timing. Look at the tier 3. Hitman has gained nothing from the tier 3 yet. Nothing at all. Altar dead. Tier 3 done, but still, I mean, Bloodlust can be researched, but you're not going to get anything from it yet. You went Windwalk 2. A lot of Lightning Shield. Scroll the Beast. Heal Scroll is available. Shadowhunter out of mana. Keeper as well out of mana. A lot of Lightning Shield, everybody. Book of the Dead has been dealt with. Shop. 60% done. AP coming up, and a shop as well. Okay, Potom dies, but honestly not the most valuable of heroes. Potion of Vulnerability may be forced for both heroes. Blade Master. Oh my god, one crit could end it all, and almost does there. And Windwalk does kill the Keeper. Jesus, Hitman. And Hitman gets the 2-0. TS Yogg. Speaking of really good Orc players, thank you for the 20 months. Hitman kind of just Giga Chatted that game, I'll be honest with you guys. Absolute Giga Chat energy, that game.